Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to take you through the business strategy game, and we're going to talk about how to increase our EPS, how to increase our ROE, that's actually the return on equity, earnings per share, credit rating, and the image rating. So we're going to talk about how to increase our projections in general. So first things first, if you need help in the BSG simulation, we're offering tutoring services, so feel free to email me on the email on the description of the video, and I'll be able to help you. So first things first, we shall start with the first one, which is the EPS, which is also called the earnings per share. So currently we are actually in year 13 of the simulation. I haven't made any decisions for year 13, but you can see that at the moment we are surpassing the projection, or maybe the investor expectations, for almost all our scoring measures. You can see under the earnings per share we have 4.54 and the investor expectation is 3.5. ROE is at 18.6. The investor expectation is at 23%. Credit rating is at A minus, and the investor expectation is at B plus. And image rating is at 77, and the investor expectation is at 72. So we are trying so hard so that we can win the simulation this round. If you check out the scoreboard, we have been winning the simulation, or maybe leading the simulation rather, from round 1 or maybe year 1 up to the current year, which is year 3. So we're trying so hard so that we're going to win this simulation. It's an easy game and we're going to win it. So if you need such results for your simulation, feel free to text me on the email on the description and I'll sort you out. Thank you. So we shall start with the first one. So first one is the EPS, and under the EPS we actually talk about the earnings per share, and EPS is just equals to the net profit divided by the shares outstanding. And also, for you to improve your EPS, you need to know that you need to increase your profit, so maybe reduce the shares. So you need to make more profit and reduce shares so that you can be able to make rather to have a higher EPS. And the actions that you're going to take so that we can be able to increase our EPS, one of them is actually increasing our profit. So our profit should be higher so that we can be able to have more EPS, for instance. So how are we going to increase the profits? We're going to increase the profits first of all by raising our selling price. So we are talking about our retail price, and also we are talking about our wholesale price. So you have to increase your wholesale price and retail price where the demand is strong. Yeah, we have different markets. So where the demand seems strong, you need to increase your price so that you can be able to increase your EPS. Also, you're going to reduce the production costs. That we're talking about the branded production. So you need to reduce your costs for producing products. And also we are going to cut down unnecessary expenses, like the marketing expenses, maybe marketing overspending, administration costs, all that. You need to cut it down so that you can be able to get more EPS. Also, for the last part of it, you need to improve your operating efficiency. This means that you're going to higher productivity, fewer defects. So you need to improve your production efficiency so that you can be able to increase your EPS. So that's it for the EPS part. Second thing is the ROE, which is second way of maybe increasing your EPS is by reducing the shares outstanding. So if you have a lot of shares, you can be able to sell them so that you can be able to get cash. And also this simply means that we're going to use the excess cash that we have. Like at the moment we haven't made any decisions, but we have around 65,531. So what will you do with the money? For you to not have excess cash in the company, you can just decide to sell shares, or maybe to repurchase stock of 20, and you can see that it will increase the EPS a little bit. So it's cool for you to be able to cut down on the excess cash that you have by buying shares. Also, you need to lower the interest expense, and this simply means that you pay off the interest loans and avoid excessive debt so that you can be able to cut down or maybe to increase your EPS. And also you need to increase the sales volume. This means that we're going to do that by improving our product quality under the branded production. Remember, we have the superior materials, whereby you have to come up with a good quality of products in the market. Also, you need to strengthen marketing and dealer support. Also, you have to ensure that you have adequate inventory to avoid stocking out. So it simply means that you need to produce more products than the ones you are projecting to sell, so that you can have extra products in the company to avoid stocking out in the company. So that's all about the EPS. And next part, we're going to learn about how to increase your ROE, which is also the return on equity. So the return on equity is simply net profit divided by the shareholders' equity. And the strategies that we're going to take so that we can increase the ROE are increasing profitability, the same steps as the EPS. So you need to do what we are talking about, the EPS, that's increasing profits, reducing shares outstanding and all, increasing sales volume and all. Also, you need to use equity efficiency, and also you need to avoid holding too much cash. This means that if your cash balance or maybe ending cash is a lot of money, you can use it by maybe to repurchase stock, you can use it to buy dividends and all, so that you can just avoid holding a lot of idle cash in the company. That means that you'll be improving your ROE. Next, you need to balance debt wisely, and this simply means that moderate leverage improves the ROE. And lastly, you need to avoid using your new shares unless it's absolutely necessary. Next part is how to increase our credit rating. And the only way to increase our credit rating is by, or maybe rather, credit rating simply reflects our firm's financial strength and risk level. And also the strategies are, we need to maintain a low debt to equity ratio. We also need to pay interest loans and loans on times, keep strong cash balances, and avoid frequent emergency loans. And also we need to generate consistent profits so that we can have a good credit rating. Lastly, we are talking about the image rating, and actually the image rating simply reflects how customers maybe retailers and investors view your company. So how they view it is what we call the image rating of the company. Remember, it's the outlook of the company. And for the actions for you to improve your image rating, we are talking first of all with the product quality. You need to sell quality products. That comes back to the branded footwear production. And also you need to have a competitive price. We're talking about the retail price and the wholesale price. And you have to have a strong marketing and advertising. This means that you invest in the brand advertising, you invest in the retailer support, you invest in the search engine advertising and all. And also you need to have a good dealer support. That one you're talking about maybe the mail-in rebate. And you need to have something called the social responsibility spending. And at the moment, you're actually talking about the corporate social responsibility and citizenship. So you need to invest here well and play with your values well. And lastly, you need to have a stable financial performance. That means you should not have any losses so that you can have a good image rating. So this simulation is very, very simple to learn. All you need to know is you come up with a strategy that you're going to follow, and you need to beat the investor expectation in each and every round so that you can be able to perform better. I haven't done any decisions for year 13, but if I make them, you'll be able to know that all our year 13 performance are going to be up, and also we're going to make a lot of profits in the simulation. So that's all about this video for this time. And go through it very well, learn how to increase your earnings per share, your ROE, your credit rating and your image rating, so that you can be able to pass this simulation. So we are still offering tutoring services, and if you need help, just a reminder for you to contact me on the email on the description, and I'll be able to help you. Thank you so much.